Howdy cowdies, how's it going? It's a cracker of a day in Melbourne today. It's about 25 degrees, spring looks to have sprung. And for the first time I think I'm not wearing thermals. Everyone's happy about that. Welcome to a little weekly walkabout, heaps of cool stuff to sell this week. Really like the little Chatelaine perfume bottle there. We've put it with a little sterling silver thimble. Nice gent sort of late 60s, early 70s Seiko automatic watch without a band. Little Jack Russell Beswick or Dalton figures, pretty cute. Some malachite. Nice little 19 sort of 20s, 30s lanyard, little bead lanyard. He's pretty cool, little Droopy McCool, sort of Japanese little novelty dog. Some silver spoons and some silver and some coral and other sort of stuff. Ivory, more silver up in here, more sort of Eastern silver, some nice little sets of playing cards. Nice little bits in the jewellery cabinet. Kind of like this distressed display cabinet we got this week. He's kind of quite nice, needs a little bit more work on him. But he's a nice thing. Nice decorative sort of mirror there as well. He's a pretty cute little school desk. Nice sort of little club feet on him. Sewing machine, little Duchess sort of dresser without a mirror on the back, but there's a box of wine there instead. Little group of mixed sort of Blakey items, kind of like this little Egyptian ashtray. Pretty cool. Some sort of German 1980s porcelain. Got some cool clothes this week. Little Girl Guides top. This is pretty cool. Little sort of kids army top there with all the sort of little different sort of souvenir tourist patches sewn on it. Pretty cool gents glow weave polo shirt. What is it? Everglaze is the label on it. Damn cool. Some gents knits and stuff. Some nice modern ladies stuff. And this pretty amazing Richard Tyler satin sort of two-piece gents suit. It's pretty amazing. Sort of got a bit of a western cut. Cool shaped pockets over it. Sequins across the back and across the front as well. Got the jacket and the pants to go with it. All original Richard Tyler labels. He's a pretty good designer these days over in Hollywood or something apparently. Comes from Sunshine. Cool thing. Box of planet lamps. They'll need a little bit of work, but there's some good coloured ones in there. Big boxes of pottery and china and stuff. Stage lights. Ephemera. Costume jewellery and clothing. A snowboard. Some boots. Box of mixed items, books and china and stuff, and a good little box of pottery and bits and bobs. Nice Ashton bass amp. So lots of sort of furniture and a couple of good sets of golf clubs. Ram bimetals and some Brosnan rhinos. They're pretty not that old, quite usable. Nice little frames and prints. Good big boxes of china and stuff again. Nice little set of Burkle scales there. Boxes of wine. Boxes of toys, boxes of books, boxes of glass, little sort of bedroom suite there, Victorian style, some skateboards and sort of toboggan-y things. This is pretty cool, the Vela Disco Light, sort of twin cassette deck thing. Doesn't work though, so we put it with some other stereo stuff and some Wii gaming gear. Pretty cool big retro print down the back. So we got some books, they're handy things to have around. The Encyclopedia of Australian Art, the Alan McCulloch 2-volume set. Some cool books up here. Encyclopedia of the Unexplained, James Dean, Too Young to Die. Australian stuff, a big Sands and McDougall directory. Good groups of china and pottery and stuff down the bottom there. What else have we got? Mark's turning the lights on for us. You watch the difference it makes on this train. Bang! Well, look at that. All of a sudden that train's going to sell for an extra $30 now that it's lit up. Thanks, Mark. We put it with the Duracell bunny and that hat as well. Aaron really liked the hat. Big lot of Australian pottery, some good stuff in amongst there. Little grip on a mixed on Space 1999 record over the back's pretty cool. Some china and glass. Marbles. Cutlery. Books. More marbles. Some radios in pieces. A couple of cases. Masonic gear. Typewriters. This is really cute, this little Australian school oil painting there, not signed, a couple of little figures strolling through the park. Really nice thing. Chartersville School, I'd be thinking. Reminds me of a lady by the name of Ina Gregory. It's not signed, so I'm not sure. Pretty cool, this sort of butter making thing or washing sort of whacker or whatever it bloody is. Nice mirror, nice little Aboriginal paintings. Little European school watercolour of Oberstdorf in Germany. It's where Wayno used to hang out. This is nice, the Kersop oil, Western Australian painter. We've put it with a nice little watercolour. I think it's with a nice little Brian McGuffey watercolour. Both listed artists. Curse-up one's quite nice. Some little Balinese carvings, little boat. The big Weeder copper charger's pretty cool, Tasmanian made. And we've got some groups of clothing here on the rack. A couple of little chairs and stuff made out of sticks and string. Some other nice chairs up the top. Little sort of Edwardian ebonised one in the middle there is quite nice. The big Johnny Grimes sideboard, teak veneer. I like this little sort of embroidered shell thing. It's pretty cool with the figures and the little crab having a go at his knackers and the rest of the stuff. It's pretty interesting. Some pottery, Silha, Arno Barreau, nice lots of cutlery, pair of original 70s flares with the swing tag still attached. Nursery china. Beswick dog with another English dog. Kevin Boyd pottery, nice old printed carbide over the back. Kevin Boyd again, tribal, nice a lot of glass. Some cool records. Silvac, character jugs, some Victorian porcelain. They're all a little bit damaged, but good quality stuff. Good little lot of records, and a bad lot of records. And some china and glass, more Silvac stuff. So we got some English sort of horses down the bottom. Australian pottery lamps. It's got a nice, the big ebony carving, a Garuda or something like that over the back. Big lot of Australian pottery. A couple of nice bits of Royal Copenhagen, or Bing and Grundle. This little statue of Buddha up the top there. Some interesting lot of pottery and ceramics, mailing ware and some Australian stuff. More tribal gear, more Kevin Boyd. Nice little telephone. A little bit of Martin Boyd there. More tribal, some Johnny singles, Kevin Boyd. Vic Greenaway, more Silvac. Little Eric Juckett pot's kind of quite cute. Well, Silvac, this is an unusual little bit of pottery. It's got a big mark on it, nice decoration around it. We don't think it's Australian, but it's nice. What else we got? Little falconware jug over the back with the dragon handle's got a bit of damage, but it's a nice thing as well. Paul and Beswick, and Dalton, and Silvac, sword. There you go. He's Neville Chamberlain or something over the back there. The green Silvac character jug. Nice cutlery set, little drink set's a bit unusual. Big lot of crystal and stuff. Some more nice glassware, Orifice and Crosno. Nice little Silvac shaving mugs, a couple of GGs. More bits of sort of falconware and Dalton and all the rest of it. This is a big Quimper set. It's quite unusual for them. I always feel like I've got a speech impediment when I say Quimper. But anyway, some more tribal stuff. We've got some nice Beswick seagulls. That's the large one. There's a bit of damage on his beak. We've got a pair of smaller ones here and another pair of smaller ones. It's some nice sort of Silvac deco yacht. The reproduction bronze figure over the back. This is a nice little bit. Disabled soldiers pottery. There you go. And you've got a nice little Charles Wilton vase there with the red on it. Nice bit of 50s Silvac. You like the little lamp over the back. Looks like a bit of parasite or something like that with a little deer on it. There's no marks on it. We've done a bit of research and can't find out too much. But it's nice. Anyway, there's heaps of cool stuff this week. Hopefully you saw something you liked, but you know, I don't really care if you did or if you didn't.